Hey there, I'm going to show you exactly how I built this Google Sheets dashboard with a single prompt. So this is a new feature from Google called Canvas, and it lives directly inside of Google Sheets. At the time of this recording, I do think you need the $20 a month Pro Gemini plan. I'm not exactly sure what it's named, to create the dashboards, but anyone can view them. So if you have a client or teammate or someone you want to share a dashboard with, they do not need a Pro account. So with that, the way I built this was at one single prompt. And as you can see, it's a pretty clean dashboard that you might get out of a reporting tool that you might be paying a lot more for, or that you're currently not showing. So I think it's actually a really great tool from Google. So it's got nice graphs, charts. It has our profit and loss. That was the source data I used for this. And it does have some interactive components, which I like. So if you want to collapse things or expand it, you can. The other thing I like about it is that it's, again, easy to share. So if you just share the URL with someone, they can access this data. And so you're getting the benefits of Google Sheets collaboration and security when you use this tool. And for some of the parts I don't love, it made up these buttons here that appear to be totally fake. So I'm clicking them and nothing happens. So this is still a beta product from Google, and there's still some quirks about it. But overall, I think it did a nice job. So now how I built this, the first step was that I needed to get the data into a sheet. In this case, that was a profit and loss report. So this is a QuickBooks profit and loss report. One other thing I'll quickly show you is the beauty of the dashboard is how dynamic it is. So if we delete this data, instantly when we go back to the canvas, it's updated. So anything that updates on the source data flows through to the dashboard, which is really nice. You do not have to rebuild this each time. So as a quick plug, I am the founder of Retriever, which is an app that updates your QuickBooks reports in real time. So I'm just going to click refresh so I can get that data back in there. So this is the way I work with my customers to help them use these dashboards, is to allow them to automatically update that data without having to spend time in QuickBooks and download the export. With that said, you do not have to subscribe to my product to build this. So what you'd want to do is just export from QuickBooks, paste your data into a new tab. So that's step one, get your data in there. Step two is to come up with your prompt. And this is where you see a lot of divergence in the results. So with prompts, the lengthier and more descriptive, the better. If you're like me, however, taking the time to type out all that stuff, I don't know what to type. I look at the blank screen, I don't know what to do. So the trick that has really helped me is to use a prompt to create a prompt. And what I mean by that is I wrote this sentence into ChatGPT. Give me a prompt that will build a nice visual dashboard of an annual P&L with monthly columns. So I kind of tailored the prompt to the layout of the data. And then I said, keep it comprehensive but not noisy, include style pointers, and that it should match the branding of. And then you can include a website, your own website, if you want to try to stylistically match it. Then ChatGPT gave me this long thing with all sorts of instructions and rules and descriptions. And then I put that into the Gemini window, and it spit out that dashboard in one prompt. So I call it prompting your prompt. That is far and away the most important takeaway from this video, is to prompt your prompt. So once you do have this full prompt, you can copy it and then paste it. Another thing that I've seen kind of on Reddit and other places is people have a tough time finding where this window exists. It is behind this button. Again, you may need the Pro account to see it, but you would open it here. And then you have the history of your chats here. And so you can see this is exactly where I created or inserted that prompt, and where Gemini successfully created the report. So that was exactly how I did it. Got that prompt in ChatGPT, took this, put it here, and it one-shotted it. So if I wanted to kind of massage the view of the dashboard, I could probably type stuff in here and have it make tweaks. But so yeah, that's kind of the step. And then the last thing, sometimes you're like, where did the canvas go? It unfortunately doesn't appear here. You have to click this little icon, canvas menu, and then go to it. And then it's still here. And then to share with anyone, you would just share it like you would a traditional Google Sheet. So yeah, feel free to reach out if you have any questions about this. Thanks.